Sack Life, beat depression. It's day 694, and we're back for more with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, as you know, it's a martial arts for mental health show, and we like to focus in on those mental health tools first. The first one being gratitude, and my gratitude today going out to Club Same for throwing an amazing party last night. You know it's a good party when you leave at 8 p.m. and you arrive at 8 a.m. and you party all night. So I had an amazing time. It was a room full of wonderful people sharing their genuine talents, expressing themselves musically, creatively, and it was exactly where I needed to be. After 18 months without parties, that was the one. Got everything back. It was same, but at the same time it was different. And that's why it's same but different. So shout out to Club Same, shout out to all the people at ECHT, to YandI, to Strange Weather, to everybody out there for doing their thing and creating a community. If you don't know who ECHT is, check them out. They've actually created a community of artists that support other artists, and it's basically like a social support system for artists. They find each other gigs, they create gigs for each other, and it's just a really cool, warm environment, and there are a whole bunch of honest-hearted people doing what they love out there, and it's inspiring to be around them. They inspired me to take this journey and to pursue my passion in life, so I can't be grateful enough to have them around. Also want to shout out gratitude to Lisa the Luminary for, let's see where you're at, Lisa, 394 days of progress, getting closer and closer to 400 days of consecutive progress and success. And that brings us in to our second mental health tool, the list tool. Go ahead and think about the things that you're grateful for today. That'll help put you in that positive mindset before we move into the lesson. But now we're going to talk about that second tool that can be super powerful in our lives, and that's that progress tracking tool. If you create for yourself a daily accomplishable goal for both mental and physical health, it could be this show, or it could be a martial arts training class, or it could be a heavy bag alone time with that heavy bag, getting that somatic healing in. But if you can create for yourself a daily accomplishable goal and you keep track of that, it will build up into more and more proof that you are stronger than the debilitating effects of depression, just as a matter of fact. Because if you've dealt with the clinical side of depression and you've dealt with the debilitation where you're in your home, in isolation, and you can't get anything done for the day because your brain's just pumping those lies in, telling you you're not capable or your body's too heavy to get up, this is the physical proof that those things are false, that those things are lies. So please do try and keep track of your progress out there. If you're doing the show, keep track of that. And then go ahead and share that number with others, because that can help inspire them to make progress as well. And therefore we can be the change that we want to see in the world. So that's the number tool. We talked about the gratitude tool. Now let's get into the lesson. Today's lesson is not our standard high intensity round. Instead, it's an active recovery day. And thank the universe, because I was dancing all night. So I really need this active recovery. We're going to be tapping in mostly to the breath. We're going to tune in a lot to that breathwork tool. We're going to hit it in from a couple different angles. We'll have diaphragmic breathing to start. We'll slip into a yogic breath of fire to activate the nervous system. And then we're going to calm the nervous system again with a 4-7-8 breathwork technique. And we're going to link in a little bit of a meditation. So we're going to have 3 rounds, 2 5-minute rounds. That first one, the calming diaphragmic breathing. Second one is the activated yogic breath of fire. And the third one will go over 5 minutes. We're just going to tune into the moment now and see what we need in this moment, becoming aware of our present situation. And we're going to try and drop in and calm that body down, calm down the somatic experience that we're having after we activate it. So that's going to put you back in control over your automatic nervous system. And it'll show you what you can do for you in any situation where you become stressed, your nervous system becomes excited. We're going to give you several tools on Superhuman Sunday that you can tap into to calm that nervous system back down and get control back in your life. So, that being said, let's get into it. The first part is that calming breathwork tool known as diaphragmic breathing. We're going to practice that together, and once we get the breath down, we're going to link it in to keep it martial arts focused. We're going to link it into some martial arts training. We'll be practicing martial arts striking patterns and techniques. We'll be using Muay Thai stance and Muay Thai form because I love it. It's my favorite, and it's what I know the most of. But you don't have to be restricted to just Muay Thai. If you're already a martial artist and you already know a whole bunch of cool striking patterns from your specific martial art, you can use any striking pattern and link it with this breath to give yourself an active recovery day. Give your body time to rest in between training, and you don't have to take a full day off from training. So let's practice that breathwork tool first together with one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, filling that belly with air, and then a long, slow exhale, letting that belly drop, keeping the chest flat the whole time. Remember to inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. If you put a little resistance in those lips, a little back pressure in that mouth, it'll further activate that diaphragmatic breathing muscle. Let's do it together one time, nice and slow through the nose to the belly. And hold. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Keeping that chest flat and breathing with the belly is one great way to activate that sympathetic nervous system and calm our state of being. Shout out to Leo, shout out to Slayer Ken, thank you guys for being here, appreciate that support. So we're talking about this diaphragmatic breathing tool, and then we're going to link that breath in with movement. So the way it'll work with our striking pattern is on that deep inhale to the belly, we'll be pulling back into our defensive position, and on that long exhale out of the mouth, we'll be exhaling forwards and flowing in to our striking patterns. So I want you guys to keep it to 1 or 2, maybe 3 striking patterns total, like 3 shot combos, and you want to exhale all the way through all 3 of those shots. So if it's 3 strikes, it's 1 long exhale. Shout out to Ken, he said happy Superhuman Recovery Sunday. Heck yeah, it is. Feel great. I'm about to feel even better. And he shared his progress. 302 days of consecutive progress, Ken. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for staying consistent and showing up for you first and putting in the work and showing up for others at the same time by sharing that progress. It's really awesome to see. It's inspiring to others, and I've had comments from other people who've joined this class that you guys have inspired them. You, Lisa, Mad with Hats, and others who they've seen put in those big numbers. Because when we start, right, it seems very intimidating. If you're thinking about that long-term goal, it seems very intimidating to exercise for 300 days or do anything for 300 days, right? But if we make it about that daily process and about showing up for ourselves, time flies and we make that progress in no time. Soon those long-term goals become side effects of just showing up for ourselves 10 minutes a day. So just make it about that progress. For anybody out there who's concerned about the numbers or intimidated by the numbers, make it about progress. Make it about showing up for you, and that's all you need to do. 1 step forward is still a step forward. It's still a step in the right direction. It still counts, and it's still proof that you can take those steps no matter what you are dealing with. So please do keep track of that number tool, share that progress, and keep going. Shout out to Mad with Hats. Appreciate the fireballs. Dope. And he said, woo, like Ric Flair. I like the energy, man. We're going to tone it down because it is an active recovery day, so we'll try and calm the nervous system. Don't want to get too pumped, but I appreciate the energy and the enthusiasm. We talked about the gratitude. We talked about the number tool. Let's get into lesson. We started covering that breathwork tool. You guys are familiar with it because you've been here for quite some time. We're going to use that breath and link it in with the movement. So on the deep breath into the belly, I want you guys to assume Muay Thai stance. Get that guard up high, right? Close the fingers, tuck the thumbs. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Long and slow exhale into jab. Twisting through the shoulders, twisting through the hips, rotating on the ball of the front foot, and extending that fist forward. We're flowing like water. We want to be like water, just like Bruce Lee. Think about him. He mentioned water can flow or water can crash. So what we want to do is flow nice and slow with that exhale, boom, into striking position. And when we fully exhaled here, we're going to take that deep breath in through the nose and return back to stance. It's that simple. So if we want to add in more striking patterns and get creative with it, that'll make it even more effective and you can have even more fun during that routine. Just try to keep it to about 3 so that you can keep it under control and it doesn't become high intensity. You want to move slow with the breath. If you're using more than one strike, like more than just the jab, we're going to try and time it out and let the breath work be your guide for those strikes. So let's say we're going to throw a jab, cross, jab this time. It's all going to be on one long exhale. So let's take that deep breath into the belly. Muay Thai position, long and slow exhale. Boom. And that is it, final strike. Landing right as the breath finishes from the belly, as the breath finishes escaping, and then deep inhale back through the nose to the belly, back into position. And you can hold that position nice and calm, nice and steady like a rock, or you can use your normal practice where we shift that weight back and forth, whichever you feel like. Tap into you, see how you feel for the day, as long as you're moving with that breath as your guide. And if you'd like, you can follow me visually and during instruction for the first couple minutes. I'll share with you what I'm doing in that striking pattern. You can follow along or create your own. And then close to the end of that 5 minutes, we're going to get creative, and I just want you to strike in any way that you feel, any way that you enjoy. You can use kicks, knees, elbows, fists, whatever you'd like, as long as you've got the balance. And we're going to have some calming tunes coming out of our sweet boombox. These are binaural beats, by the way. They don't work through Instagram because it only broadcasts in mono, but they do work when you use headphones on the binaural level. So if you want to learn more about that, they can help you fall asleep. They can help you de-stress and relax and enter meditation easier. Just check them out for free on Spotify and search the artist sacklifeofficial.com and let me know if they're helping you in any way. I'm always happy to hear if I can make a positive impact out there. All right, that being said, we're going to get this timer started. It's low intensity, but it's still smoking hot out here, so make sure I'm drinking water. I want you guys to make sure you're staying hydrated as well. And let's do it. Let's get this thing going. Preset Superhuman Sunday. And like I said, we're going to start with that diaphragmic breathwork tool. So go ahead and take that deep breath into the belly. And start with just the breath. Deep breath into the belly. One hand over the chest to keep it flat. Nice and slow through the nose. Hold. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Now pop into Muay Thai stance and take that deep breath in as you assume defensive position. Breath is in the belly, long and slow exhale forwards into jab cross. And finish that breath at the edge of the strike. Deep inhale back to the belly. Guard high, hold that breath in the belly, long and slow exhale through jab cross. Several points to tune into here as we refine our striking technique. We can tune into all the little tiny adjustments that we can be making. Tucking the thumb under those top fingers, squeezing the fist at point of impact, and connecting on those large two knuckles, wrists nice and straight. Deep inhale back to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly in defensive stance. When you're ready, long exhale through the lips into jab cross. Twisting through the body and sending those fists right down the center line. Chin tucked into the shoulder for added defense. Guard high on the opposite side. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Twist through, rotating on the ball of each foot for each strike. Ball of the front foot for that lead jab. Ball of the rear foot for the cross. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly, chin tucked, hips curled, shoulders rolled, knees bent, weight on the balls of the feet. Guard high by the brow line. Long and slow exhale forwards. Twist in through, really exaggerate that shoulder movement. Build that muscle memory so it comes in handy when we need it. Deep inhale back. Hold that breath in the belly, and let's return to the breath for a moment. Make sure we keep this thing low intensity. One hand over the chest, one over the belly. Close the eyes to make it extra effective, and visualize that breath filling your belly. Deep breath in. Chest stays right where it is. Long, slow exhale. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold. Long, slow exhale. Alright, we're going to switch into elbow strikes now, continuing to use that breathwork tool as a guide for our movement. Take that deep breath into defensive stance. Guard high, hands closed. Now on the exhale, I want you to drop that front hand into an invisible pocket on the chest. Let the wrist press against the chest. And we're going to exhale as we rotate forward through, turning through, rotate on the ball of that front foot. We're also taking a small step forwards, boom, as we rotate. Letting that elbow come around, our body's doing all the work, boom. And we're finishing that strike right at the end of that breath. Deep breath in the nose. Guard high, long and slow exhale into an elbow. Fully exhale in striking position. Deep inhale back. Guard high, long and slow exhale forwards. Tighten up that guard, tuck the chin, roll the shoulder up, more defense. Keep that guard high, deep inhale back. Long and slow exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Now I want you guys to get creative, use any striking pattern you'd like, follow that breath as your guide, and flow with it. Let's do it. Deep inhale to the belly. Long exhale through strikes. It can be 2 or 3 strikes. Just make sure you're keeping that pace. Deep inhale back through the nose. To guard, hold that guard high. Long exhale forwards. Rotate through your strikes, following that breath. One long exhale here. Deep inhale back to defensive position. Long exhale through double strikes. Fully exhale in striking pattern and deep inhale back. Now, if you're not familiar with any form of martial arts, you can follow along with me. Long exhale through jab and cross. You can stick with that jab and cross, keep it nice and simple. Deep inhale back. Guard high, hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. And that's the end of our calming breath-centric diaphragmic breathing routine. I hope you felt the calming effects of that. Now we're going to activate the nervous system in a way that helps us deal with stress and trains our brain to handle that stress hormone cortisol in a positive way. Shout out to Vaughn and Harrison Burns, and I am Chuck. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We've got 38 seconds, and we're going to pop into this next section. And as with all exercise routines, including this one, always check with a doctor or physician. Make sure you're cleared and you're all right to do these things, because some of these tools are very powerful and do put a strain on your body, as is this next one. It's just a breathwork tool alone, and it can dehydrate you, it can cause you to pass out, it can cause you to get dizzy and fall over. It can do a lot of things. So you want to make sure that you're in the right physical shape to do that, or build your way up to it. You want to make sure that you're checking in on you and avoiding those signs of overexertion or overreaching, which is dizziness, lightheadedness, nauseousness in the stomach, and pull it back, dial back that intensity. I'll show you what the breath looks like right now. We're going to do reps, and then we're going to link them in with movement, just like we did with the diaphragmatic breathing tool, but this time to pump that stress hormone cortisol and excite our system. This breathwork tool alone can give you energy just like coffee without the jitters, so it's something you can look forward to. Alright, so we don't need the hands as a guide here. We're just going to push a powerful breath through the lips with some resistance. We're going to purse those lips and put some back pressure there. Shout out to Reed Brickman, appreciate you. So we're going to pump a powerful burst of air, just like that, very short, very concise, right through those pursed lips. And then we're going to let the inhale just rebound passively right through the nose. Reed said hi to everybody. Sorry she's late. No worries, I was late too. It's all good. As long as you're here, as long as you're showing up and moving forward. We're getting into this yogic breath of fire. We're going to start with 20 reps. So 20 breaths of fire here. Short, powerful burst of air through pursed lips. Passive rebound in the nose. It's not a conscious. It's just a passive. We're just letting it bounce back. No effort involved at all. Let's turn it into a pattern. No breaks in between. Let's start with 20 breaths of fire here in 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose. Long exhale out the mouth. Checking on you. Make sure you're doing all right. Not dizzy, not lightheaded, not dehydrated. If you need water, grab it. And we're doing another 20 in 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you. Make sure you're doing all right. And we're going for 40 breaths of fire now. If you're not dizzy, if you're not lightheaded, let's aim for 40. Keep that pattern consistent. And 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. You might feel that energy level rising, that heart rate increasing. That's good. We're doing this on purpose. Let's keep going with 60 breaths of fire. Keep that pattern strong. No breaks in between that breath. In 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Check in on you if you're feeling all right. Long exhale here. And we're going to link it in with tight jab and cross. So we're going to stay nice and balanced. You can be in Muay Thai stance here. Guard can be high or guard can be low, like a boxer or like a Muay Thai artist. And we're going to toss a little jab and cross just from the shoulders. Turning those fists over with proper technique. Letting the whip of the punch sync up with the powerful pulse in that breath. We're aiming for 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose. Long exhale out the mouth. And we're going for another 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth, and we're going for 40. If you're feeling all right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. We're going for another 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And another 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And by now you should feel that activated nervous system. Higher heart rate. Maybe a light sweat. And those somatic symptoms are very similar to what people experience during panic attacks. So, I want you to tune into you, pay attention to what your body's telling you. And now, we're going to take full control of that nervous system, no matter what somatic state we're in. So even if you're in the middle or at the beginning of a panic attack, you can take that control back with a couple of free mental health tools. First one, 4-7-8 breath. Let's start with just diaphragmatic breathing side. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Get yourself somewhere comfortable to sit. And sit up nice and straight. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Close the eyes and take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly, keeping the chest flat. Hold on to it. Long exhale out the mouth. Deep Inhale through the nose to the belly. Hold. Long exhale out the mouth. Our goal here is going to be the 4-7-8 breath. So we want to take a 4-second breath into that belly. Hold on to it for 7 seconds. And then long and slow exhale through pursed lips for 8 seconds. This has been shown to be effective. It is a tool, and just like any tool, we just need to learn how to use it properly, and then we can get those results. Let's do it together. One hand over the chest as a guide, one hand over the belly. Make sure that chest stays flat. 4-second inhale, nice and slow. Don't force that breath in there. Don't force more air than you need. Just breathe slower. If you didn't get to 4 seconds, slow that breath down. Slow that inhale down and count them out. 4 seconds into the belly, together. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale. Deep breathe in, 4 seconds to the belly again. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale here. Closing your eyes can take this to the next level. Visualize that breath entering the belly. Keep it sitting up nice and straight. Relax shoulders, relax jaw, and breathe in that breath. Visualize it. Fill in your belly. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it. 8-second exhale. If you're nailing it, you might be already feeling those calming effects of the breath. If not, keep going. Practice makes perfect. Keep the eyes closed. Visualize that breath. Sit up nice and straight. Hand on the chest. Chest stays flat. Deep breath into the belly. 4 seconds. Nice and slow. Hold on to it. 8-second exhale. Close those eyes and visualize that breath. We're going to take it to another level here by visualizing a ball of light in front of us. And as we take that deep breath in, I want you to visualize drawing that light in and filling your body with that light. Visualize it stretching out to the edges of your fingertips, stretching out to the edges of your toes. As you hold on to that breath, you hold on to that light. And let's breathe in together. 4 seconds to the belly. Draw that light in. Hold on to it for 7. Long exhale here. We're going to keep making it more and more effective. What that ball of light is your power to give yourself peace. I want you to breathe in that power and hold on to it for 7 seconds. Sit with it. Sit with that peace that you're giving yourself for 7. And then long and slow exhale for 8. Deep inhale to the belly. Hold on to that power. Long, slow exhale. Deep inhale again. Draw in that light. Draw in that power of peace. Hold. And as you sit with it, remind yourself that you deserve this. You can affirm, you can say it out loud. I deserve this. Ignore that bell. Long exhale. Deep breath in again. Draw in that power of peace that you deserve. 4 seconds to the belly. As you hold and sit with that power of peace, Remind yourself you brought you here. You put in the work, and you're the one who deserves the credit. Long and slow exhale, 8 seconds. Draw that breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. As you sit with it this time, I want you to ask yourself how you feel. 8-second exhale here. Again, 4 seconds into the belly. Sit up nice and straight. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. If you don't need the hands as a guide, put them somewhere more comfortable, either by your side or folded in your lap. Wherever you're comfortable if you don't need that guide. And take that deep breath in again, 4 seconds through to the belly. Hold on to it. How does it feel? Eight-second exhale, and feel yourself melt into position on this exhale. Visualize that body just settling in the most comfortable position you can find. And take that deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. As you hold, ask yourself how you feel. 8-second exhale. Let that belly fall with the breath. Deep inhale again, 4 to the belly. Hold on to that breath. Long and slow exhale. Blow away that unnecessary stress. 4-second breath in, deep. Hold. 8-second exhale. We'll do 2 more, no instruction. Alright, that brings us to the end of our superhuman recovery session. I hope that you guys are feeling the benefits of these tools, of this breathwork tool, of these moving meditations. And remember that they are tools, and just like tools, they have to be used effectively. We have to learn how to use them effectively in order for them to work. Just like a hammer. If you buy a hammer, it won't automatically build a house for you, or build a project, or put shelves up. You have to learn how to use it and then put in that work for it. But when you do, you get to enjoy the benefits. You get to enjoy a new line of progress, a new avenue for growth, some new shelves if we're talking about a hammer. But here, hopefully you're enjoying these calming benefits the same way that I'm feeling them in my life. Hopefully you can take note now of your nervous system, where it's at. You should have a lowered heart rate, calmer state of mind, relaxed nervous system. And remember that just a few moments ago, we activated that nervous system. We had a high heart rate, light sweat going, activated energy, and we were able to take control of that somatic symptom by just tapping into these free tools. So please remember the tools, practice them, find the ones that work for you. Everyone's an individual on their own individual journey, so we have to find the tools that work best for us. I'll do my best to share as many as I can through this program, and I encourage you to look for others, because there's literally hundreds of ways that we can fight back against depression and take control and go from victim mindset to victor. So, until next time, a couple of comments. Reese said, can't wait for the BYOB party. And yes, we're still working on that. We're going to bring you a sweet Bob segment pretty soon. I want to shout out gratitude to Michaela Hammerstrom for joining there for the support. And Mabu Hat said, thank you all. Feeling the peace. Stuff is magic, man. And that's what I'm talking about. It is magic. It's great. It's the closest thing to magic you're going to find out here, because you can literally control things that, at least for me, I thought were never going to be under my control. So please do keep going. Keep showing up for you. Keep sharing that progress and inspiring others. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your superhuman Sunday. Until next time, catch the same Sack time, same Sack life, same Sack channel. Sackman out.